We're going to call the meeting to order. It's 1:08 PM. Not AM, PM.
Sorry about that, yeah.
And present is Joe Greco, Matthew Shoemaker, Amanda Williams. Marchie Bruni has sent his regrets. The chief is present, the deputy chief is present, Lincoln, and Angela is not present, and Sarah is. We're going to begin with a territorial acknowledgement. This is a new territorial acknowledgement that has been recommended by the university, the Algoma University. So we would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in the Robinson-Huron Treaty Territory, and the land on which we are gathered is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, specifically Garden River First Nation and the Batchewana First Nation, as well as the Métis people. And we recognize our shared responsibility to care for these lands, waters, and the people who have stewarded them since time immemorial. Is there any conflict of interest this afternoon? Thank you. This afternoon, we're going to vote the executive in, and that's going to be taken care of by the chief.
Thank you, former Madam Chair. Madam Chair, we will now be, the meeting's already been called to order. We will be conducting the election of the board chair today. I have to request nominations 3 times. The first time I'll ask for any nominations for the board chair, please.
I'd like to nominate Nuala Kenny.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, second time, are there any other nominations for board chair? Third and final time, any other nominations for board chair? So Nuala Kenny stands as nominated alone and has been seconded by
Ex-vice chair.
ex-vice chair, Mr. Greco. So at that point, if there's only one, the election becomes it does not need to become a ballot election. I guess it's just congratulations at this point. You are now.
We can vote. All in favor.
All in favor.
Everybody else is nominating. We had 2 out of the 3 out of the 4 already.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So happily, I'll turn this back over to you.
Oh, now I go for the rest of the
Yeah,
voting?
you're in charge.
May as well.
Okay, can I have your little cheat sheet there, brother?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am going to ask if there's any nominees for the vice chair, as the ex-vice chair sitting here beside me, the former vice chair. I have a nomination for vice chair. I nominate Amanda.
Oh, hi, okay.
I'll second the motion if you want it.
I'll do that again. Is there any other nominations for a vice chair? A third and final time? Can we vote on Amanda as vice chair, please? That's unanimous. And now the Community Safety and Policing Act, representative from the board. Can I have a nomination from the floor for that person, please? That seems like a good job for Shoemaker.
Yes.
I'm going
Yeah. I'll nominate that. Second that motion.
any other nominations? Third and final time for the Community Safety and Policing Act. Vote on Matt. I think we're supposed to actually ask the candidate if they're accepting of it, but he took it.
I needed a seconder.
Somebody did say.
One of us did, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And the Budget and Finance Committee meeting, we need 2 members on this. Do I have any nominations from the floor for people that are interested? It does run, I'll just say that I sat on it earlier and it does run very, very quickly. It does, it's very efficient, and I found it really, really helpful for when presenting to city council to know about it. So
I think you're on it automatically as chair.
Yes,
yeah,
there is
okay.
automatic.
So 2
So do we still need 2 more?
Two
Two in
members,
addition to chair?
2 in addition to chair.
Okay,
I
so-
would do that with Joe.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with Amanda. So we've got a nomination for Amanda. Does it tell you, do you have to do one at a time?
And all the old ones that I looked at, they did them at the same time.
Okay, so we have Amanda and Joe. Is there any other nominations from the floor? And a third and final time? We can vote on that, please,
Sure.
That's also unanimous. Great. And we also need 2 members for the negotiation grievance committee. And this is for labor negotiations in addition to, right? So it's a negotiating year.
To be on this.
Okay, Matt, I'll nominate Matt. Anybody else?
You wanna do it?
I will do it if
You probably have more experience than I do with this. You think?
I
I
don't.
mean, I'll do it. If you don't wanna do it, I'll do it.
I mean, it doesn't have to be
Actually,
a
you're on the
blood
floor.
promise. You can, if it messes up, we can
How often is this?
Yeah,
Like, what is
Well,
the,
it's going to
Probably
be
heavy
heavier
towards the
this
end
year.
of the year.
So
Because
the
it-
contract expires at the end in December 2026.
okay,
It's gonna be a big contract, so it's gonna be, but I mean,
One of
there's
us-
a bunch of prep getting done before.
we're both on the finance committee.
you choose.
Rock, paper, scissors?
No,
You have a union at work?
You'd probably like
Yeah,
it.
you have a union. I'm unfiltered, you know.
What?
no. You're so refined.
Yes.
I know.
How do you feel, Amanda?
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. If there's any conflicts, is there any, like, not
Like-
conflicts of interest? If there's time conflicting, am I like?
Yeah, I think we'll be able to work
somehow-
out.
Over shuffle.
There's three of us,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we have
That's fine.
Amanda and Matt as the nominees, and I'm gonna ask a second time,
Oh, no, sorry.
a third and final time. And we'll vote on Amanda and Matt on the negotiating and grievance committee. That's unanimous. And the police facility planning committee. So this is the building, is it? The new building downtown?
There probably won't be much anytime soon.
Well, that sounds like a great committee.
Put Margie on it.
Sure.
I nominate Margie.
Can you do that in absentia?
Oh, yeah,
oh, yeah.
unless he resigns,
Okay.
but he can resign after the fact.
But there, it's not very onerous time-wise,
I don't
right?
think there'll be anything
Right.
26.
Okay.
Just guessing.
Is there any other nominees?
I nominate Joe.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. That's fine.
Do you want that, Joe?
Yeah, I'll do that. We're gonna
Okay.
have, by the time I'm done, that can be a brand new police station.
We only need one
You're my
person.
guy, Joe.
Okay, and a third and final time, we've got Joe and Marchie, so I'm gonna take votes for Marchie as the police facility planning committee.
Are you serious?
I mean, are you serious? You don't,
Okay. I will.
And I'll vote for Joe.
okay.
So,
No,
Nobody gets on the committee.
so there's, well, that's a tie, so it's dead, right? So now what do we have to do?
Yeah,
Straw
now
vote
what
and
do
all
we
that
do?
garbage? Like, I'll change my vote.
Did that all go, what happened there?
It was a tie,
Oh.
Between you and Marcy.
so then you go.
Oh, I
into
thought there was two of us.
No.
Just one.
Just
Oh, I
one.
voted for myself. I didn't vote
Okay,
for March.
great.
No, I voted for me.
Good.
Okay.
I thought there was two
Three
of
for
us.
Joe.
You made that confusing.
But now we don't have Margie on any committees.
You confused me.
Maybe I shouldn't be the chair. Joey is on it?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how that happened, Lisa, but.
Well, I voted for March, but I thought I was voting for me. I didn't know what, I thought there was
Okay.
two people.
You got, right,
So
it's just
me-
one on this one, and it's
So
not very
me and
onerous.
you? Is that what it is?
It's just you.
Just me.
Well, you're ex.
On the
officio all
committee?
committees.
You're the committee with staff,
Oh,
but
okay.
there's not gonna be anything because the building is up and running. It's just, if there's loose ends, I guess.
We're gonna be doing that, and we're gonna have plans drawn up, lot, properties, offers put in.
Taj Mahal.
Uh-huh.
All right, we're gonna move now. If I could get a
I'm on
mover
finance.
to accept the open agenda. Matt has moved. Do I have a seconder to accept? Thank you, Amanda. And similarly, we're gonna move into close now. We have a number of matters to discuss in closed pursuant to section 44 of the Community Safety and Policing Act.
Wait, did we vote in favor?
These are these are not limited to subject matters regarding potential litigation, some human resources matters, and legal matters subject to solicitor-client privilege. So if I could have a mover to move in closed, please. Joe, seconded by Matt. And we're gonna move into closed session. I need a mover and a seconder for the open board meetings of November 19th, please. Move, Amanda, seconded Matt. All in favor? Similarly, for the open emergent meeting of November 26th, a mover, please. Amanda, Matt, all in favor? That's carried. And an adoption of the open emergent meeting minutes from January, that must be 8th again, Elise,
Yes. I had
January
28 on my
8th,
brain.
2026. Moved by Matt, seconded by Amanda, all in favor? Thank you. Because we're going to lose a quorum, we're going to jump to only those matters that require a resolution, mover, seconder, and approval. So are we just going to go chronologically, Lisa? What do you think? Like,
Are you going to be long with item 13?
I don't think I need a quorum for that. I can, yeah, so staffing essentially, I'll do it right now, Lisa. Give me 2 seconds.
Item 13.
So staffing, basically, a report, their monthly report speaks to advancement in rank. We've had several officers move up from first to first class constable. As well as 3 promotions that would have occurred November 24th. We promoted Inspector Darren Rosetto to from staff sergeant to inspector, Allison Campbell from sergeant to staff, and Sherry McGuire from constable to sergeant. Our complement is currently sitting at, for the end of December, end of this year would be 156 officers, authorized and 166 actual. With start of January, we'll be up to 163 with our authorized. We have 3 seconded members, so that would bring us down to balanced numbers as of January. This is the December report, obviously. So, we do have a couple of approvals for secondary employment, as well as our secondary activities, which would be paid duties, Greyhound games, city council meeting, as it turned out, and some downtown events, traffic control. So that will be the staffing report as we presented today.
Thank you. Is there questions on that, Matt?
So as of January, our actual complement and our budgeted complement are equal?
For the officers we're paying, because of the 3 secondments, then we would be equal. That's correct.
Right.
So our actual and our would be 166, 163, but the 3 secondments would bring that number down that we're paying.
Right. Thank you. That's good news.
Anything further on that? No. Thank you. Next,
I need a mover and a seconder on that.
thank you. Joe has moved. Amanda seconded. All in favor? Thank you. Want to do signing authority?
No, the annual employment conference, number 14.
My number
Oh,
14
yours
is,
is cut off. Oh, no, yeah.
my number 14 is signing authority.
Mine's 35th annual police conference.
That's a dirty trick to play on the chair, isn't it?
That is definitely, it's the 35th annual police employment conference, February the 24th and the 25th of 2026. We need to have it approved by the board we're budgeted for 2 members to attend. We have enrolled the board chair, which is yourself. We just need to have that discussion. We have it in the budget for the administrator plus 1 board member, which is the chair. I'm more than willing, if another board member, because it's a negotiating year and this is the labor conference. If we feel that one of the 2 of you, because you're now on the negotiating committee.
Don't feel pressure.
It'd be better
I,
to-
I am definitely going to go and I'll bring back materials if you don't, if that doesn't suit you.
Yeah, I'm fine
I
with
think it makes sense from just Nilla to go. And
Lisa.
Lisa.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I would move that Nula attend the 35th annual.
And Lisa.
Employment, yes, Nula and Lisa, sorry.
Okay.
Attend the 35th annual police conference.
Thank you. All in favor? Thank you.
Now you're on to the signing authorities. Apologies.
Okay, this is, we're looking for authority to sign certain board financials just to expedite things. Brent, can you give us a little overview about why this is before us, what we're asking?
Yeah, so I was involved in some of the conversations, but I think there's such a turnover kind of with board. We try to keep some consistency, so they're looking to have the EA for the board, as well as Angela, who is the board's treasurer, and then the chief and the deputy, so that when because there's some process that involves having to go to the bank, show up in person, you gotta do some changing over, so. Certainly was not my discussion, but I mean, I think that's the explanation. Maybe Lisa has a little more to add. There was some conversation about, I think with Ms. Kenny as well, about just having people we know we're gonna be here for a while, rather than have a constant turnover. So,
Questions for Brent, or Lisa also has a lot of information on it.
Yeah. Northern Credit Union is the one that we have issues with. The holder of the accounts, or the administrator of the accounts, which is myself, has to attend in person on the days that I'm working with whoever that person may be for the signing authority. Edward Jones is a much easier process. I just mirrored the 2 just to make them consistent, but it's the Northern Credit Union is the one that we have to, it's an appointment thing. We've had issues in the past, and I believe that's why they get left all the time, is because it's so difficult to line up everybody up.
Thank you. Questions? Can I have a mover, please? Joe, Amanda seconded. All in favor? Thank you. So that looks to me like we were dealing with the Edward Jones account, and
If I could, Nuala?
yeah,
On number 15, we just have to do a mover and a resolve for the removal of the people that are still sitting on there that are no longer here.
let's do that.
I don't think you have the same agenda.
Yeah, I don't.
What's happening?
I don't know how that happened.
Mine screwed up too.
Thank you, Doc.
15. There. 15, yeah.
And, we did 15, right? But
But there's two of them.
There's two
parts to
motions,
it,
right?
Yeah.
So, we need a mover to remove the former signing authority.
Correct.
So may I have a mover for that portion and a seconder, moved by Joe, seconded by Amanda, all in favor? Thank you. Thanks, Matt.
I'm sorry about that, Nuala. I don't know how yours ended up messed up.
Yeah, well.
You got the
know,
special
I
version.
think you're trying to undermine me, Lisa, and take care of it at that conference.
Wait for this conference.
I'm glad we decided not to go.
The next one that I have is the signing authority for Northern Credit Union.
Correct.
So may I have a mover for that so we can finish this? Amanda, seconded by Matt. All in favor? Thank you. I don't think anything else requires resolution, mover, seconder, right?
Nope.
So if board members need to leave, I know that other people have obligations.
What, sorry, just on the very last point, the next meeting, are we canceled? Is that being canceled?
Yeah, because they're away, are they not?
Oh, that's during the
It's
conference.
During that conference,
Gotcha,
and I have
gotcha.
vacation in February for 2 weeks, so.
Do we need, forum for the letters of support for the,
It's up to you folks. I think it's just,
or
It's
is it
just for
just
information.
I
you
think,
would sign it sort of?
I didn't bring them forward, so they.
no, it would be Nuala's signature on them. I didn't know if you would require, it's just a request for supporting. They've reached out to all Zone 1A members, asking
Yeah.
them to support.
Okay, I just didn't know if she's signing on behalf of the board, should we all have?
We can do it like that if you want, Amanda.
That probably makes
It
sense.
does say moved by second and five.
Not on
In
mine.
the
but-
North Bay, in the North Bay template, it
Yeah,
does, yeah.
birth of change or whatever.
Sure, let's do it more formally like that then.
Yeah,
So
So,
I would move
it's non-financial, it's just a support. ticket.
That's right.
that we authorize Nola to,
sign the letter of support for the Zone 1A.
for
Yeah,
both,
I
both
read.
requests,
There's three.
or all three requests.
Yeah. I'm comfortable with that.
Okay,
Um,
Matt moved, Joe seconded, all in favor? Thank you. I'll sign those after this meeting.
If I could, just before you run away, the addendum needs requires, a resolution.
Thanks, Lisa.
The rideshare application recap, Suber.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought that was clever.
Thought that was very clever.
You don't have an addendum.
I don't have-
Can you read the motion?
Resolved that the board approve or agree or disagree Suber UCAB as a rideshare business class B, provided that all the required documentation and insurance is submitted and any other documents that may also be required by city legal in accordance with bylaw 2011-161 Schedule B. And we need a mover and a seconder.
Do you want to hear a little bit about that, board?
I don't know anything about it, so if you're looking,
Why?
Oh,
it's a company that they sent an application and didn't come to me, came to Lisa, so.
Yeah, they're just looking, so they sent a formal cover letter submission of, let's see here, the owner and operator of UCAB work diligently to ensure full compliance with all municipal and provincial regulations governing vehicle for hire services. I am seeking approval to introduce a rideshare company as a separate legal entity operating independently but powered operationally and administratively by UCAB. The proposed service, registered as Suber, powered by UCAB, will maintain its own corporate structure and insurance coverage as outlined in the attached documentations, which was in the application. Vehicles will be submitted and approved in accordance with licensing requirements once drivers are hired. All drivers will meet municipal standards, including background screening, insurance compliance, and licensing prior to operating. In addition, this model will uniquely provide wheelchair accessible rideshare capacity within the city. By coordinating with our existing accessible fleet and trained drivers, we are positioned to offer inclusive transportation options within the rideshare framework, ensuring that residents requiring mobility assistance have access to the same technology-driven service as other users.
and the fee is the same, is it? Do we know, Lisa, if you
I
have a
don't think they
mobility?
speak to fee.
They're currently, that UCAB, that's union, that. they're
Yeah,
already-
they
they're
don't
in
speak
business.
to fee.
They're already in business, right? They're already
Yes.
providing taxi cab service?
Yes.
So from a police perspective, we have no issue with that.
Okay,
Thank you.
Yeah.
May I have a mover, Matt, Joe?
To approve.
Amanda? To approve? All in favor? Thank you. Well, usually you have a little, background narrative or something. Okay. The mayor has to leave. And we'll go back to the other items.
Start at the
We've
beginning.
got a communications report from Brent.
Thanks. So these are just FYI.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brent.
Board account ledger, currently sits at 165. My glasses, 081.97. That's total. That will be a checking account as well as your, auction account. We're gonna have the move to monthly overtime. So as of, make sure I got the right dates on this one. Total for the year to date for December would be, 1,007,242. So, which is down comparatively across, the last, 5 years. So I think we're the second lowest by $5,000 or, so we're, doing fairly well there compared to the start of the year. Our, shortage for overtime for year to date would be $165,000. That's for staffing shortage. Again, compared to the last 5 years, we're way down for staffing shortage overtime, which is a good
Good news
story for
story.
us. Yeah. Paste. Go through our statistics. Give Sarah a chance to get caught up here. So, so I'm not gonna go through all the stats. We had October and November stats, so these are to the end of November, so there's still we'll do December's, it takes us a while to process them, but as of the end of December, our reportable numbers for total calls, reportable were up 4.4%, our total calls are up 9.2%. Robbery are down, 33%, sexual assaults are down 16.5%. Fortunately, to date, or to the end of November, intimate partner violence is up by 2%. Obviously, we had 4 homicides and only one the year before, so that's a dramatic increase. Break-in errors down by almost 10%. And we have theft from motor vehicles continues to rise at 25.1%. However, we are seeing a decrease in shoplifting, which is, I think, partly attributed to our efforts with the storekeepers and how it's being reported. So seems to be positive there. Obviously, fraud continues to be high for us, and that's consistent, I think, for the last several years. Sudden death rate is down slightly. High motor vehicle collisions for this year. Fatalities, unfortunately, are up as well during those collisions, and our mental health calls seem to be up by 5.1%. So those would be the stats kind of that are important to date.
What were what were the leading causes of the vehicle collisions?
Well, we've had that discussion. We do get a bit of a breakdown. I think speed's always a factor. I think just we've had a long start to winter, and I mean, you see last year's numbers were kind of high as well. We're up from them. Yeah, there's probably several factors. And we've increased our traffic unit by 1, and we're looking at doing some proactive work. This time of year is tough to get out and do speeding enforcement because you can't pull out from a side street without having to look 3 ways.
Yeah.
But it's certainly on our radar. We're working towards education. This time of year is obviously, take your time, don't be in a hurry. But weather obviously plays a factor for us year after year. Yes, sir.
The impairs are up a lot.
So that's a stat we reported. It's up because it was misreported. We believe there's impaired driving and impaired or dangerous driving.
Right.
Dangerous driving was taking the precedent the way we stat it,
Okay.
whereas impaired should have. So it's actually the numbers are now being statted properly. We also have an increase in impaired by drug. And
Right.
we have several officers that have now been trained in the SFSD, which is roadside kind of drug test. So I think you'll see that elevation there. We'll have to kind of see what 2026 brings us with that levels out. So there is some statistically misreporting or the way we're tracking the stats in 2024.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions?
No.
So zone statistics just would be Prince Township.
Mm.
Numbers stay fairly consistent kind of year from year, at 116 total for the year. Almost, we have 10 intimate partner violence calls, police assistance and traffic complaints, and kind of those, looking for advice kind of calls are the ones that seem to be the highest up there. So,
Okay.
Move on to our next one, which should be Division 2 stats. obviously from the big topic from started in May. So we have made from our Division 2 officers 185 arrests. There would be 129 criminal code charges, 15 drug charges, laid 375 tickets. So obviously the officers we have down there, we just expanded that by 2 more. So there's 6 officers, a sergeant, staff sergeant. We have our traffic unit, our K9, all working at Division 2 now. So, and then foot patrol is obviously 224 hours, and bike patrol is down because we weren't statting in the first couple months, which were the nice summer months.
Right.
And once we started statting, we're into the winter now, nobody's out riding a bike. So
Right.
every officer down there is getting trained on the bike course. So hopefully by this summer, we'll see a lot more of that proactive activity out there continue. So very kind of we're happy kind of with the results so far, and I think we're seeing some positive effects from the business owners in the downtown. So hopefully, bail compliance, 47 arrests, 262 charges. We've done 118 compliance checks. So this is a 2-person or 2-officer unit, basically focused on people that are released on bail and have breached their bail. So we put an emphasis on obviously violent crime, but anybody that's breaching a bail package this would end up on one of their desks, and then they go proactively see there's been 87 hours of surveillance trying to locate the individuals, doing door knocks, make sure they're complying with their bail release conditions. So. IPV numbers, 1,092, that's as of December 31st. That would have been for this year. Obviously, as you see, the IPV is still continuing to grow, although I think some of that comes from reporting. People are hopefully feeling more comfortable to come forward. As a result of those callbacks, we had 14 investigations and 2 new IPV-related charges. So that's our callback program.
So Chief, question, is there anything police are doing, are able to do at the front end of this so that, I don't know, there's just so many factors that go into IPV with socioeconomic factors. I know there's a looming layoffs at the steel plant, and I'm just wondering if there's any preventative community efforts that might be made.
Yeah, and I mean, we can certainly look at some of that, using some of our platforms to get the more information out there about how to report. We work with Women in Crisis. We work with some of the other victim services organizations. So we can potentially come up with a bit of a strategy moving forward to get more information out there. We do have a few techniques that we use to make sure access to that information is provided in a safe way as well. So there's certainly some potentially some opportunity to just double down again on providing the information about how to contact police, where some safe places are in the community.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, once the rage takes over, rational thinking doesn't really play a role. But I'm wondering, not even from the victim's lens, but from the assaulter's lens, is there any thought going into prevention, I guess?
Well, I mean, our role is kind of limited with regards to the educational side of it. We certainly, so these 19 or 1092 are calls where charges were not laid. So there's another.
They're just complaint calls.
These are calls where we attended. There was no grounds to lay a charge. We call back to make sure there wasn't an intimidation factor, or somebody doesn't feel more comfortable now speaking the next day, or the emotions have come down and they want to talk about a past. So, I mean, there's also another 400 or 500 charges that were also laid. But yeah, I think that there's now, once again, I think that's going to be something that's going to have to be kind of coordinated with John Howard, some of those other groups potentially.
Mhm.
So we can certainly take a closer look at how to get preventative with the accused or with the offenders. Not really our area of expertise, but we can certainly use our platform to get some of that information out there too.
Thank you. It's such a concern because it really has a ripple effect, right? It's not just the 2 individuals that are involved. Often it's the children and neighbors and the community and school, and it really does have a very significant effect on the community. And it's, if the number was 10, that's a staggering number, but it's not. It's over 1,000. So it's.
But I think that
sober.
the police service having a presence in the school system, having a presence out and about, maybe, children are more apt to go talk to a police officer when they see them in a safe space.
Yeah, and actually, as you're just speaking there, that came to my mind. That might be one of those areas where we can get some of that upstream kind of education about why these actions are appropriate. The other side of it is, the kind of the new Canadians that are coming to kind of the Sioux area. We've done some outreach with regards to what the rules and laws are here that may be different from some other countries in the world.
Yeah.
So we will remain proactive on that those endeavors. And like I said, maybe the schools is one of those areas where we can start to be a little more, especially at the high school level, where we can be a little more proactive.
Yeah, I see how it could be hard to be. How do you know if someone, like, if that relationship exists, right? How do you know? So as a police officer, you can't necessarily just assume.
Yeah, our hope is to create safe spaces for people and an
Yeah.
opportunity to reach out when they feel that, when they feel the strength to do that. We want to make sure that they know there's areas to call.
Thank you.
Okay.
Chief.
So the next would be the use of force stats. As I said, we had a bit of an end of the year audit for our use of force. Through that audit, we've identified the numbers are slightly different than what we're presented in this package. So the numbers actually year to date, we'll provide this to the media as well, would be for 2024, total number of incidents would be 76. Year to date for the year would have been 116. 2025 year to date for December so far would be 83 and 128 total reports. So up 12 from 2024 and up 7 on the incidents. For us, we will make sure the annual report comes out, and that these numbers will be reflected in the annual report when we present that. So, complaints against police, we've had 5 complaints. 1 is active. The other 4 have been closed out by LECA. So there's no need to move forward with those complaints. Questions on complaints? We've had several, 1, 2, 3, 4 last month, complimentary letters. I'll draw a note to Constable Prophet, who is our new high school or grade school liaison officer. Constable Gazzetti, who works in our tech crime, had a discussion on online safety and social media presence and dangers of social media. Parent wrote in very encouraged by the fact we were back in the schools and wants to continue to support the program. Had a major impact on the students and the adolescents in the school. So nice to get those letters. Also, one from Children's Aid Society, one of our major partners in the community. Officer Brian Greco did a presentation to them for us, and 2 from members of the public, Constable Wheaton and Constable Fowler, just providing good customer service and kind of appreciation letters. So.
Thank you. We really appreciate hearing that at this point, having a little bit of a spotlight on those people, because it's one thing to do your job. It's another thing to exceed the standard. That's fantastic.
Well, we got 5 complaints and 4, it's nice to see there's another side to it too, right? So,
Yeah.
I think staffing deployment I already talked about. We already discussed that. I think that's
I
it
believe
for
now
me.
jump
Yeah.
number 18. The email options and costs for the board. There's a report from Matt Andrews.
Okay, so Matt is our head of our IT. I think there was some discussion about emails, and we were looking for some options. So he's presented 3 options for us. Option 1, essentially everybody gets their own private email and they manage it themselves. 0 interaction kind of from the police service, 0 lowest level of security as well. So whatever security you would put onto your own email. Level 2 is we provide a device and an email account. We have control over the device, and essentially it's paid for through the board. Maximum control, but you're carrying around another phone or another laptop, whatever that may be. Option 3, which I feel is probably the best, is we put the opportunity on the to license your personal. We add a email account onto your personal device. Can be added to your laptop and your phone if you want. Gives us the opportunity to lock out the email if the phone were to be lost. We obviously would not be able to locate your phone necessarily unless you have that option, but it provides, I think, probably the best combination of not having to carry around 2 phones and still gives a level of security that we can be happy with. There's double authentication on it, and the cost for it would be fairly minimal compared to buying everybody new laptops or new phones. And if that's an option we want to go through, we'll set you up with our IT, and they can walk you through getting that added to your personal devices. Again, if there were a situation where there's an issue maybe with a board member, we could also lock it out so the board member themselves wouldn't be able to access it any longer.
Yeah.
So we'd have control remotely. It would still remain on your phone, but if somebody were to decide to leave the board suddenly, we'd be able to lock that email out so there wouldn't be access for anybody. Or if the phone got lost, if you called our IT, we'd be able to lock it out.
Is there an ask here? Is there an ask at the end of this?
It's
Like-
just, I think there's just a discussion about what everybody
it's
feels
what we
most
wanna do.
comfortable with, and then I will set that in place.
Okay.
So it might require a little bit of a request from
I'm
Marchie
good
and.
with putting it on a phone, an existing phone.
Yeah, I don't want
I
to.
don't want another phone.
I don't want another
I
laptop.
don't need that expense.
We don't need the expense.
No, it's too expensive.
I am fine.
The
opened
last one's probably, that's the most, that's a good secure way of doing it, option 3.
That's kind of what I would suggest if
Yeah.
that's, I mean,
Minimal.
I think so too. If we lose our phone, I mean, I'm locking
Yeah, they can lock it out.
several emails. I mean, you can lock that
I'll
one.
lock the cities.
I do lose my phone a lot. I will say that.
I mean, you still have the password protection of it, but we'd be able to lock it out and wipe it if we had to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm also fine with the way I'm doing it now, but if you guys would prefer, if IT would prefer to have the ability to lock it out, I'm okay with that as well.
Yeah. Number 3, motion.
So
Motion
is
on
that, I don't think so, right? It's just a direction to staff?
Yeah.
Action to the chief.
So we will reach out through Lisa to have you folks come in, meet with our IT staff. Maybe if we can get a list of what kind of phones you're each using or what kind of device you might want it on. Or I'll just have Lisa and Matt can organize
Yeah, I'll
that.
talk to Matt and I'll send out emails.
Sure.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So the February meeting is not going to take place. The next meeting is going to be March 25th, 2026. Is there any further business this board needs to look at?
When is the next meeting?
March 25th?
I won't be here.
You will not be here?
My wife will be giving birth right around then. So
Oh,
if the
my.
baby's out, I won't be here. If it's
Okay.
not out, I'll be here.
Okay, well, we'll get a little pool
What if it's
going.
en route?
If it's en route, I will not be here.
Okay, we're going
Don't
to adjourn.
hold back.
Have a motion to adjourn, please.
Motion to adjourn.
Joe, seconded by Amanda. Carried, and it is 3:47 PM. Thank you, everybody.